Hello and welcome back to Suspended Fanimation. Hopefully everyone can hear me this time because and I'm not seeing anything coming up there. Can everyone hear me okay? Or is this just me yelling into the ether here? Well, welcome to Suspended Fanimation. I'm your host, Dennis Bithoulkas, and it's time for the season finale of The Mandalorian, Season 3, Episode 8, Chapter 24, The Return. And I'm going to ask if everyone, just before I do this, because I don't know if that's actually happening or not. Uh, so if anyone can hear me in the chat, just let me know. Uh, yeah, this is awesome that YouTube decided to crap out on me at this point in time. So okay, perfect. Thank you, Pen. Oh, good fucking lord. It was a combination of YouTube crapping out and then also Microsoft wanted to restart when I was trying to restart again too. So yeah, it was all kinds of perfect things. Welcome everybody. Let me take care of some business first and we'll get down to it. If you like what you see here, fucking warts and all, like, share, and subscribe. If you're still on the fence about subscribing, take a look at the video that pops up at the very end here. YouTube takes the algorithms of all the stuff you've been watching and tries to match it as best as possible to one of the videos in my vast video library and pops it up here just for you. And if you like what you see there, please hit that subscribe button down below there. And if you want to know when I'm going to be on live again next, go over to suspendedfanimation.com. Take a look at the schedule I have up there. I change it out every week. Also, I have all the links to my social media there and all the links to my pages as well. Oh, well, let's get started. Let's try this again. Spoiler alert, I am going to spoil the episode. If you have not seen the episode, go and watch it. Come on back. This will be a video. You can comment down below in the comment section. Give you enough time to go away, all that kind of stuff that you need to do. Perfect. So, as I was saying before, I, like a lot of other people, I was wrong about the armorer. I thought the armorer was another spy. I thought the way everything was playing out in the previous episode, it looked like the armorer was going to betray everyone and didn't. Um, there was just a lot of ambiguity in that character, the way it was written and the way it was played out. And I don't know if that's on purpose or what, but John Favreau decided to play it straight. He decided to really just kind of go with the story in a straight line instead of having some twists and turns. And I'm okay with that, quite honestly. It was good, but I still am going to say something here, and once I get through the whole story here, and that may or may not be sit right with everyone else. Penn says it might have been made a better story, but this is Disney after all. Um, they've done this stuff in Disney as well. I mean, they've done this stuff in Star Wars as well. So I mean, having her be a spy would have perfectly fit in with everything else. So we got to see what was in the tanks finally, that there were clones of Moff Gideon, only they had the midichlorians in them because that's what he was taking from Grogu. And he was growing clones of himself, only force users, so that they could inhabit the dark trooper armor and become his other army. Is what was going to happen there. Um, of course, these plans were thwarted by the Mandalorians and Din Djarin. The only issue I had with this whole episode was the video gameness of Din Djarin going through the Imperial commandos with when R5 is releasing the shields, and the first group he gets a knife, and then he gets a knife and a little baton, then he gets the baton and the shield, and he gets the shield and a blaster, and so on and so forth. That was the only issue that I had. It seemed a little too much like a video game. Um, Other than that, I liked the episode. I liked where we went with this. Um, I'm gonna say right now, I don't think Moff Gideon is actually dead. I think it was one of his clones that died because and other people have pointed this out already online. Um, The Moff Gideon who died didn't have a mustache, and his clones didn't have a mustache. Um, but Moff Gideon, when we saw him, when we've seen him before, he's always had his mustache, the Giancarlo Esposito mustache that he's had going on, and this one didn't. So when Axe Woves crashes the Imperial cruiser into the base, and Grogu protects mommy and daddy, Bo-Katan and Din Djarin with the Force, and we see, Moff Gideon get immolated and flames. I don't think that's Moff Gideon. He might have been someplace else at the time, the real Moff Gideon at that point. So yeah, that might be something else. We also had Grogu reach out to the Mythosaur, who was under the living waters at the end there. Once the Mandalorians were doing their baptism in the living waters and whatnot. Grogu was adopted by Din Djarin, and we found out that Din is not his first name. It's his surname. It comes first. So now Grogu is known as Din Grogu because Din Djarin adopted him as his son, and now Din Grogu is now an apprentice, no longer a foundling. Um, So kind of interesting. We saw the forges relighted on Mandalore. We saw gardens on Mandalore that were actually being cultivated underground. Um, these are all things that, if you have watched enough Star Wars, especially with the stuff with Mandalore, in both the Clone Wars, Rebels, and I'm blanking on the other one now. Basically, the animated series, when they've touched on Mandalore, Mandalore is always a planet at war. It always has been a planet at war. It never got a chance to grow because the clans were always, having a war, and so the surface of the planet had been destroyed many times over. But seeing it having a chance that it could grow again, that was interesting, and I'd like to see them kind of explore that. And this being the show called The Mandalorian, which is not just about Din Djarin and Grogu, but also about all Mandalorians. That's what it's supposed to be about, is all Mandalorians. This is what Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau have said at Star Wars Celebration. I thought he was going to speak as well, Penn. I thought Din Grogu was going to finally say something and just start talking eloquently and just going, "I can speak, motherfuckers." But no, he didn't. Um, which would have been, I think it would have been too much to do that. It would have been really too Disney-esque at that point. We're just kind of like, yeah, that's taking a little too far. So I was okay with that. And then, at the end there, having the Dins at home on Navarro, having a little cabin outside out of town, and they're going to return to bounty hunting is what we're going to get there. Um, and some people have also said this is a great ending to the series, that you could actually end the series here with the way that ended. And yes, it could be a good ending, but I don't think it's going to be the end of it. I think this is the end of Din Djarin's and Din Grogu's story that we started with. It's the end of that chapter, and we're going to start a new book. You had the book of Boba Fett. Maybe we're going to have the book of bo-katan now at this point. Maybe we're going to focus on some other Mandalorians, maybe on Mandalore itself, maybe the book of Mandalore. Don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how they move forward with this. We do know that this is going to lead into a movie. So the Mandalorian and Ahsoka are supposed to both dovetail into a movie that is going to be directed by John Favreau, or not John Favreau, excuse me, Dave Filoni, and most likely it's going to be Heir to the Empire is what that's going to be. So that is where this is all going to lead to. Fun fact: if you take a look in the New Republic bar scene where Din Djarin walks in and talks to Carson Teva, sitting right behind Carson Teva, kind of blurred out a bit, is a guy in a cowboy hat. I think that was Dave Filoni sitting there. It looked a lot like Dave Filoni. He had the beard going, he had the cowboy hat on, which is, Dave Filoni's signature look there. So yeah, that was kind of fun having that there. And then also having IG-11 coming back to life because they were able to find a head that wasn't as damaged. They were able to input the memory of IG-11 into that into a new body there. So a good show all the way around. And I mean, Axe Woves wasn't a spy either. We actually had a decent ending to this series. Well, not to this series, to this season. And I'm happy with it. And I'm looking forward to see what we've got going on next. So I have a contest going too. That's right. There's a contest that's happening here. Um, So all you need to do is comment down below when this becomes a video. You comment down below in the comment section of this video. You have from today until next Wednesday by 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's Wednesday, the 26th, I want to say, or something like that. Trying to call up my calendar here. Yes, the 26th. So you have until Wednesday, the 26th, in order to, at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, to comment down below in the comment section. You can comment as many times as you like, but you're only going to get one entry. And this is only open to people in the continental United States. International shipping rates are fucking horrendous. And yeah, I can't ship things out internationally without, sending out a testicle or something like that in response to. So I'm not going to unwrap the poster, but this is the grand prize. The first prize is it's the Mandalorian season 3 poster, and it's double sided, by the way, and it's huge, as you can see. I haven't unwrapped it at all because I don't want to. I don't want to break the seal on it. So it actually is sealed up. And that is from Disney in Movie Insiders is when I got that from. Um, and also as far as part of that first prize, so not only the poster, but you also get this little pin of Grogu eating a frog. So that's the first prize. Second prize is going to be this Star Wars Lego keychain of Grogu, as you can see there, hanging out there. So that is going to be the second prize, along with another pin of Grogu in a jack-o'-lantern. And again, yes, this is Disney. These are collectible pins and whatnot, and if you're into such things. So that is prize number 1 and prize number 2. That's where we're at. I'm going to draw out of the hat like I normally do next week, and you're going to have 48 hours to respond back to me via email with your mailing address, with your shipping address, and if you're the winner. Otherwise, it's going to go to a runner-up because I'm actually going to pick 2 names per prize. And if you don't answer me within 48 hours, it goes to the next person. Actually, whoever, the winners and the runners up, I want to get your addresses anyway, because the runner up usually gets something as well. So, you know, no one leaves a loser in any of this. So that's where we're at with all of this. I knew this was going to be kind of a short and sweet one because there wasn't, a lot to unpack in this episode. I thought there was going to be, but there wasn't. We didn't have any spies. We didn't have any real big, reveals other than, Moff Gideon's clones that were force sensitive. That Din Djarin killed. Yes, as Moff Gideon said, he smothered them in their sleep. So yeah, there really wasn't too many big surprises in any of this. So with that said, I'm gonna let you guys go for the night. Well, what else do I have going on for the rest of this week? There's really not a lot out there right now. So I'm not gonna be back on doing a stream until Sunday. And yes, I will be back this Sunday. Last Sunday was Easter, the real Easter. That was Orthodox Easter. So yeah, I shouldn't have scheduled anything for then, but I did. So this Sunday will be the Sunday edition of Saturday Morning Blast Off, where I take the genre news of the week and any other genre stuff you guys want to talk about. We talk about it. So we'll talk about all of that stuff. And then we'll roll back around the next Wednesday where I'll do the contest results for the Mandalorian. There might be some stuff in between. Next, is it next Thursday? No, it's gonna be on the 4th. That's right, the 4th. May the 4th, I'm actually gonna be seeing Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. So yeah, Star Wars Day, I'm gonna go see Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. But anyway, um, with that said, thank you to everyone who joined me tonight in the chat, and thank you if you made it this far in the video. If you're still on the fence about subscribing, take a look at the video that pops up at the very end here. YouTube takes the algorithms of all the stuff you've been watching and tries to match it as best as possible to one of the videos in my vast video library and pops it up here just for you. And if you like what you see there, please hit that subscribe button down below there. And if you can, hit that like button and the share button as well. And if you want to know when I'm going to be on live again next, with all the technical difficulties and everything that comes along with it, go and take a look over at suspendedfanimation.com. Take a look at the schedule I have up there. I change it every week. Also, I have all the links to my social media there and all the links to my pages as well. All right. So until next time, thank you, everyone. I will see you then on Sunday. Until then, don't let the door hit your ass on the way out. Otherwise, you may or may not be a clone and not know it, but the mustache, the lack of a mustache is kind of telling that you're not that you are a clone. And anyway, it'll come up next season. Thanks everybody. I will see you again on Sunday. Until then, stay safe, be well, take care, stay safe out there, and have a good rest of your night and a good week too. Thanks everyone. Good night.